Oh, another quest. Arceus in heaven. The academy, it's cursed. Cursed, I tell you. Evil has manifested in this place. There is some sort of sinister spirit that is haunting Telescopium Academy. I could feel its presence anywhere I went. Something evil stalks our beloved academy. Can you help cleanse the academy of the evil spirit that lingers here? I thank you for your generosity, stranger. The spirit must be lingering in the academy somewhere. I don't have many leads to give you, but if my experience was any indication, it will present itself to you eventually. Arceus shield you. Ooh. I'm here checking out the views. I'd fight you if you looked a bit tougher, but you don't, so move along. How rude. Okay, this must be the academy then. Good, both of you arrived. Sorry for keeping you waiting time, Warden Kara. Just Kara's fine, thanks. I just feel awkward referring to you as just Kara when I know you're a time-travelling superhero. It isn't like that. Anyway. So Artie, your mum said that this place apparently will have some people that might have some info to share about this alleged leader of the Ethereal Guild. Yeah, I guess we just got to go around and question the people in here. Ugh, I hate intelligence gathering missions. Alright, I guess we'll split up and see what we can find. We can go around and speak to the acolytes here and question them on what they know. There appear to be a wealth of books in here too. Might want to read what we can to see what we can learn. I'm sorry I don't have much of a plan at this point, but hopefully the acolytes in this academy are willing to share what they know about the Ethereal Guild and their leader. Pardon me, I couldn't help but over here. You're looking for information on the Ethereal Guild? Yes we are, can you help us, sir? I personally can't help you, but I can assure you that you are in the right place if you seek information on the guild. There are a few acolytes in the service of the academy that are former members of what is now known as the Ethereal Guild, as a matter of fact. What? The Ethereal Guild are a bunch of criminals? How can you be harbouring them like that? Settle down now, child. I'm well aware of the impressions that common folk have of the guild and their perverse goals, but they are merely an organisation that came afterwards. In fact, many of the founding members of this guild are actually former members of a group known as the Origin Cult. The Origin Cult originally had noble intentions, but they were swayed by the influence of a young man named Angelo Duplessis. The Origin Cult. I know these names. No, it must be another one, Manaphy, perhaps one from this time. Let's allow the sage finish, Kara. You're right. Sorry, please continue. I'm afraid I don't know much more beyond that. All I know is that Angelo and many of his compatriots enrolled in the Telescopium Academy as acolytes searching for something. They came here wanting to learn more about the creation trio, the history of their organisation, and also some powerful sigils. Telescopium Academy is one of the places that carries and retains some of the most ancient knowledge in the entire Orion region. If there was anywhere that had information on these subjects, it would be here. And were they successful in getting information on these subjects? Of that I'm not certain. Your best bet's going to be to travel through the academy and inquire with the acolytes that stay here. That they might have more relevant information and answers to your specific questions. What I've shared with you is what I am vaguely aware of in the time that Angelo and many of his compatriots were part of the academy. I didn't know him very well, unfortunately, so I'm sure I can't be of more use to you. No, that's alright, thank you. You've been very helpful so far. I encourage you to make the most of your time in this academy. There's plenty of useful knowledge to gain if you were to read from some of the books stowed away in the bookshelves here. And of course I should caution you that if you were to venture to the upper floors of the academy, you may run into some wild Pokemon. Worry not though, there's a bed on the second floor that you can make use of to rest. And one more thing, if you want to speak to the headmaster, he's been in a state of deep meditation for a long time now. He said that if anyone wants to speak to him, they must input 2 passwords into the door that separates us from him. Apparently one of the passwords is hidden in some of the books, while the other may be known by some of the students. What? How are we supposed to see him then? He's one of the people we came here to see. We don't have time to go rifling through all the books in this place or interviewing everyone. Do you know how long that would take? It's akin to searching for a needle to a haystack. I suppose the headmaster has a sense of humour because it's a way of showing others how seriously he treats his meditation. I guess we'll just have to gather whatever information we can ourselves. Thank you for the warning anyhow. Of course, enjoy your time here, my friends. Well, everyone, you heard the man. Apparently there are some acolytes here that are ex-guild, but evidently not the organised criminals you've come to expect. Either way, they might have some information that could be useful for us. In particular, these people are also ex-Origin Cult. Recommend we continue to split up and learn what we can. Talk to as many people as you can find and read as many of the books you can find. Might have some useful information. If you find anything useful written down about the creation trio, the Origin Cult, or these sigils, bring the book to me. I'll start looking on the top floor. And if any of the acolytes here are former associates of Angelo Duplessis, relay any information they tell you to me. You can join me on the top floor when you've interviewed the other people in this academy. What about the headmaster? When are we going to speak to him? You heard the elder sage, he does not wish to be disturbed, and even so, I'm not saying we need to speak to him. If there are others in this place that have the information we see, we can make do without speaking to the headmaster. Alright, we'll do, Kara. Time Warden Kara. Oh man, you're kidding me. So we gotta go through everything. Bunch of books in all shapes and sizes. One particular book jumps out. It's entitled Chapter 1, The Creation Myth. Book's abstract speaks to the creation myth, how the multiverse came to be and how Arceus believed to be the first being presenting order and creation. When Arceus first looked out across existence, he sought to bring order to the multiverse, bring balance and dispel the influence of chaos and disorder. To help realise his vision of an ordered reality, he formed the creation trio: Dialga, god of time; Palkia, god of space; and Giratina, god of antimatter. These three Pokemon would henceforth be the forces that would reign in the state of disorder in the future, no, in nature. However, the creation trio and the forces they represented were inherently at conflict. Arceus then formed the sigils of creation, emblems of power representing the respective force of time, space and antimatter. These sigils would be used to control the creation trio and cease their conflict amongst one another as they held a portion of his own power. Talks about Arceus and the creation trio. Kara, I want to read this, so she bring this book to her. Telescopium Academy has some really interesting books. Why do I bother keeping a system for organising the books? Many of the visitors to the academy will read whatever they want for a couple of minutes and just put them back whenever they want, without regard to where the book actually came from. Proper protocols to return the books to the front desk so they can be organised and accounted for. The life of the Telescopium Academy librarian is a thankless job. So frustrating at times. Need your help, can you help me find a few books? The records indicate about 8 books are missing: Pied Piper, Spellbook of Armstar, Como Odyssey, How Gumjars Are Made, Floatzel Operating Manual, Probe Passverse Weavile, Warrior Legacy, How to Train Your Jutini, Scolipede, Friend or Foe. That's what he say. There's somewhere in the academy, I just don't know where. Like I said, the carelessness of other visitors, or perhaps even some of the acolytes here, have resulted in some of a precious collection of books going missing. But like I said, they were somewhere in the academy, I just need you to find them. Once you find them, bring them back to me and I'll file them away properly. To confirm the... okay, I don't care. One particular book... there we go. I don't really need to read it, do I? The origin, the first region, and the first people. With the sigils of creation at his disposal, Arceus and the creation trio built all that we know. First was our very own Orion region, thereafter they created humans, and they were known as the Origin Cult. These humans were given the sacred duty to safeguard the sigils of creation from evil, and so the Origin Cult stowed the sigils of creation away in the time matrix, placed connecting timelines and realities to one another. Each sigil was placed in a distinct corner of the time matrix that was hereafter referred to as a spire of creation. They powered the origin but also kept it stabilised as it contained a portion of the power of the gods themselves. Sounds very interesting. So now I need to go back and check these in case. Yep, there we go. That's 2 books down. In battle UI. Why didn't he tell us that before? That's weird, that is. I get with pleasures triple triad, no. Fascinated by the various displays that the academy has. How are we responsible? I feel that being acolytes, some of them would have the common sense to not engage in Pokemon battles on the upper levels. I'm just not ready. Look at all the gorgeous artwork and decor. There's a Pokemon. Take care of all the plants. I'm a well-seasoned botanist. I've got a great ball. Okay, and it looks like... Oh, you're kidding me? There's the back as well. No, I don't think it's back. I reckon it's just that you can interact with it from behind. Greetings, I was expecting you to arrive. My psychic powers predicted my meeting with you. Predictions have also shown that you apparently have interest in learning the special move that I know. No. Trick Room is definitely not something I want to know. Oh yeah, wild Pokemon, I forgot about that. A Woobat. What else can you find here? There's something that looks like two Machops together. Let's go down maybe. Diglett with a little cross on its head. That's quite funny. Yo! Leave me alone. The hell was that? I'm not gonna lie, that was creepy as hell. Like that little squeal. Creepy as hell. Okay, this is actual battles as well. I'm not sure what. Right, well, first impression. What? Oh, we missed. Come on, just take it out. Abra, normal fighting. We'll go Braction. Down you go. Oh, Bronzer's looking different. Let's go Grovar. Angelo de Plessis, yes I know. I was his nanny, we were all part of the Orion cult once. He was an orphan under the care of Priestess Sienna, the leader of the cult. Very intelligent and charismatic young man, but as he matured he always wanted more and constantly challenged Priestess Sienna's vision. He eventually became disillusioned with the Orion cult's mission, and he and his followers tried to publicly revolt and challenge her for leadership. His gambit failed and he was excommunicated. Her supporters wanted a stronger punishment for him, but she showed mercy and they compromised on exiling him. She understood his frustration but couldn't jeopardise her position in the court and appear weak, so she sent me away with him to monitor him. She was still his adopted mother after all. Never told Angelo this, but I found loyalty to him at Sienna's request, as I followed him even to this academy. So why are you not following him anymore? Angelo was clever, he discovered my deception, and when he left the academy I stayed behind. I was too old by then anyway. Thank you for this information. Nincada. Academy is a bit of a curious place. Right, all you need to know is I'm not one of the monks. I'm a firm non-believer in any of this creation trio and Arceus nonsense. I'm a visiting lecturer studying the physics of the universe. I need to bite my tongue among some of my other colleagues that are into the whole god business. I'd be a fool to not take advantage of the wealth of resources the academy offers. Now I can learn Durable. That would have been good, wouldn't it? When we had to battle. The Great Fracture. The Orion cult were the first humankind that were entrusted by Arceus to help safeguard the Sigils. The Sigils were first created by Arceus to help him control the creation trio, placed away in the spires of creation which found at the corners of the Time Matrix. Orion sits at the centre, and these spires stabilised the Orion as it was the source of Arceus' power. Though, through some unknown reason, the sigils lost their efficacy, broke away from the spires and reappeared here in the Orion region. This event is now known as the Great Fracturing. It's rumored that this was due to a great sacrifice by people from another timeline that destabilized the origin, severing the connection to the creation trio. Now this is another one of our book. To be fair, that might be something I should really read, but... Oh well. Oh, Clink, what type are you now? Sound and Steel. Let's go Time Pole. Oh my god, this thing's got levitate. That's really annoying. Let's go Corvus Squire. To be honest, I don't really know what it's weak against. Okay, Spark. Ooh, Litter. Fighting and Cosmic. That'll do. Oh my god, Mercury looks like a little magician. Okay, that's another trainer down. Is that the way we want to go? I don't know if it is. What was down here? This is going to be one hell of a long episode. I don't know why Diglett insisted on me taking it out. Oh, there's an item here. Which is just an ether. Yes, I'm actually former part of the Ethereal Guild, although that's only what it is called now. A group of us used to be a part of the Origin cult. Our leader Angelo had a falling out with his adopted mother, the priestess Sienna of the Indus jungles. Angelo was young but very charismatic. We were loyal to him because he wanted better for us. He wasn't content to just become blind servants to the gods, so he brought us here as he sought knowledge to help him realise his vision. So why he's still here and Angelo's not? He couldn't keep his promises, and I realised he wasn't the answer for me personally. I needed to reinvigorate my spirituality. I was able to do that after joining this academy. You'd have to talk to the others to know their own reasoning for why they deserted him. Interesting. Have you come to enroll in the academy? Nope, I'm just here to beat up some sages. Ah, Mischievous looks cool. Light and sound. I really don't know what any of that is. Right, let me check my little beat. Okay, so sounds weak to Flying Steel Fairy. Yeah, we'll go Corvus Square. I think I might have got this wrong. Yeah, I think I definitely got this wrong. Like, massively wrong. This thing is insanely quick. Ah, there we go. Should have just done that in the first place. Meditate, Light and fighting. Oh. And Houndor looks like an angel dog. What is all that about? Right, and then we'll just finish it off. Quick attack. Oh, you got Holy Bolt. There we go. No, I don't want to play Triple Triad. Pick up a book, then decide to not check it out. Please put it in one of the bins, otherwise it makes it very difficult for us to find the books we're missing and unaccounted for and put them back in order. A bin? Where's the bin? Angelo didn't leave the academy, he was banished, first from the Origin court by Priestess Celia and that the academy by the headmaster. Angelo first arrived here, he learned about the sigils and the ability to use them to control the creation trio. He became obsessed with the idea of using them. Even the headmaster said it was not possible and was adamant to find a way to do so. Eventually led to him alienating many of his followers, including myself. Originally believed in Angelo's vision to be more active rather than passive. But when he started flirting with the idea of enslaving the gods, I tapped out. There was some that persisted and would follow him to the ends of the earth, and they too were vanished. After that, I don't know where Angelo went. Oh man, there's just so many battles. Okay, Gothita is now very fighting, like just weird combinations. Okay, let's go time pole. Right, down you go. Murkrow is psychic, flying. Let's go Curlier. Go for a prank call. Shadow Sneak just about does enough. And then Corvuscular, we know he's electric and dark type. Whoa. There we go, that takes you out. Must land double hit. No, I'll skip that. What's Venipede? Bug Cosmic. Ooh, just about. I got Gemstone used for Pokemon evolution. Change colours based on how you hold it. Angelo's relationship with the headmaster was strained over time. Headmaster's too hard on himself. He blames himself for failing Angelo and thought that banishing him was the best way to nip his obsession in the bud. However, I believe that Angelo had gone off the deep end. Some people believe the headmaster was successful as no one has seen or heard from him in years. Some think he's dead, but many of us doubt that. The emergence of the Ethereal Guild and some of the leaders such as Maximilian de Vega, Christina Thorne, it can't be a coincidence that they are still allied with one another and became petty criminals. They're never leadership material, always followers. Angelo's alive for certain and he's definitely controlling them from the shadows. It's not certain why he's choosing to do it in secret rather than being out in the open. Yeah, I was going to say, he's definitely got like his own little cult in it. What's mischievous now? Light and sound. Many of the people in service of the academy have been here for multiple years. Oh, it's a battle. Poison and flying. Still gonna first impression anyway. I mean, it would kind of help if we didn't miss attacks like that. Lilliput looks possessed. Let's go Eevee. Baltoy is now electric psychic. And one more, there we go. Oh, there's still something else. Gullet. Steel Psychic. Wow. Okay, we'll go to Curlier. I forgot all about that light screen. That'll finish you off. And there we go. Right, let's check these. No. I genuinely can't remember which way we came. I think we came, yeah, we came from the right, didn't we? I screwed up this recent order. I need to start over. What a waste. Order up. The meal's late. I still have so many dishes to get ready. Please leave me alone. Honestly, there's just so much to do in this academy. I don't know how long this is going to actually take. Right, got some HP back. Oh, help me. It's an Esper. Here to enhance my natural strength from the monks that practice martial arts. Couldn't care less about some of the spiritual lessons, but the headmaster has said that this academy is open to anyone looking for something that is missing in their life. Alright. It looks like battle time. Swirlix, I know that's a flying type. Let's go Corvisquire. Okay, that somehow resists. Bounsweet looks terrifying. Goes down in one there. Snivy is a ghost type. Let's go Braxian. Of course it would get the Omni boost. It's a good job I dropped its speed. Arcane Spellbook. Items to help Amstar boost special attack. Not capable of battling you. Okay, my Pokemon chose the life of a monk. How much further? Oh my god, this Pokemon's mine, you won't save it. So creepy that is. With the Keepers of Knowledge. Oh man. Right, let's... I know Diglett just goes down to some attacks. Lunatone is Ice and Cosmic. There we go. Soul Rock is fire and cosmic. Can we get the hat trick? Yes, we can. That was lucky. Got some more bone. That's 2%. That's not a lot though. When Angelo first arrived at the academy following his exile, he was seeking information on the sigils. Headmaster initially dismissed his inquiries as curiosity, but when he realised Angelo sought to act on this information, he moved swiftly to banish him and his followers from the academy, and then he just disappeared. Many believe him to be dead, but many of his former followers that reside in his academy believe he's alive and well and operating the Ethereal Guild from the shadows. I see, thank you for the information. It's just crazy, like, it's just so much to do. Why did that not flinch? A palm is normal and psychic. I mean, it kind of helps, doesn't it, if you don't miss your moves. Let's learn cross poison. It's better than acid. Let's learn corrode. Corrodes away any and everything in its path. Super effective against steel type. Yeah. Eradicate, what type are you? Psychic normal. Honestly, this Eradicate's annoying. There we go. Everybody leveling up. What? Meditates quietly meditating. Awakens from its deep contemplation. Contemplating poke treats. What? You appear to have fed the meditate enough. Starts bouncing around you while levitating in midair. I was going to say, how many of these things is it going to take? Please, you're so close. This has took way too long to get through. Dupider is book psychic. That goes down in one. That's an easy battle. Are you actually kidding? Like, how much further this do you actually have to go through? Headmaster became very reserved ever since Angelo was banished from the academy. He often spends time meditating and got so serious about it that he put in 2 passwords to his quarters so no one would disturb him. He blames himself for the way Angelo turned out, but Angelo always was an extremist. The headmaster's kindness was misplaced and even he could not guide him back to reason. The headmaster was a very different person before Angelo. He's now become far more short-tempered and abrasive. It has even affected the enrollment into the academy because he's become very distrusting now. Oh, it's one of them brelooms. Dare I ask what has upset you now? I know they say art is the eye of the beholder. There's this one piece of art that I saw that literally was a black canvas that said, the content of this painting is invisible, the character and dimension of the content are to be kept permanently secret, only to the artist. How did this make it into the showcase of this gallery? Like, what kind of scam is that? Academy probably compensated the artist with a disgusting amount of money for that piece of art. It's that kind of nonsense that gives artists a bad rap, for shame. Alright, another battle. This is going to be like a 2-hour episode, the way this is going. Oh my god. That's got to be ghost type, right? No, it's psychic. Shedinja. Light and bug. Has it still got Wonder Guard? Yep. Right, I need to see what light's weak against. So, grass, poison, psychic, dark. Let's go Corvus Squire then. Huh? I'm so confused. What type is it? Light and bug. Yeah, so it should be weak. I am so confused here. Because that should be super effective against it. That spark should be. Let me just double check. Yep. Because if that's the case, I suppose poison as well. But now it's going to outspeed everything. Who would have known that this annoying thing would be the death of me? I don't think that move can miss, can it? Yep. I've let it get up too many. Right, I'll be back. Okay, we're back again. Let's try this one more time. For some reason as well, after you've yeah, we'll go into Curlier. Yes, after you've done, when you get KO'd, for some reason it takes you to 2B, like miles away. Types this fighting. Yeah, Braxia. So then obviously because I go all the way to 2B, it takes me forever to get all the way back here. Because then I have to come all the way back through the Epoch Mine and all that. And then I have to go ahead and fly. I'm surprised Mario lived that. Oh, whoa. That sets up like a straight up. Like trick room. Right, we've got an X special attack. Oh, there's more books. A Jangmo looks cool as hell. It's a steel fighting type. Okay. Right, well, first impression anyway. And then Scale Shot comes in clutch. Oh, Riolu looks so cool. Is it a pure psychic type? I don't care, there's gotta be books in here. Only a few members of the Origin Court ever set foot in the Time Matrix. It's a dimensional bridge connecting all the different universes to one another and to the Origin itself, and allows a person to travel to another region and timeline in space-time as if travelling from one city to another. It's how the Origin Court first seeded themselves throughout all of the gods' creation to help govern and uphold the vision. However, it was never meant to allow humans to travel back and forth as they pleased. It said that traversing different timelines could create harmful reverberations in connected timelines, resulting in unintended consequences such as temporal anomalies. So the creation trio created the time wraiths to police the use of the time matrix. Sure, it was not used for unintended purposes. That's what Kara is, isn't she? No, wait, she's a time warden, but wait, then what's a time wraith? The Pied Piper. Time wraiths and the anomalies. Time Matrix was a bridge that connected the ley lines, acted as a final layer of shielding, protecting a universe from anomalies, streaming into reality. It was a cosmic web, allowed safe travel to different timelines and realities, but overuse of the system could lead to certain reverberations that gave rise to anomalies. Anomalies are nightmarish creatures born of chaos and disorder that had the power to consume entire segments of the Time Matrix and even slowly chip away at the ley lines that shielded the reality. As the anomalies feast on this cosmic web, they could evolve, gradually growing bigger and stronger. Time wraiths were used to hunt down anomalies, restore the damage to this cosmic web, and prosecute those who would seek to abuse the Time Matrix. Sounds like something out of Flash. How to Train Your Dratini. To be honest, I don't really know how many of these books I've done now. Ley lines provide a layer of shielding. If an anomaly does somehow pierce through the webbing, they will gravitate towards sources of the same energy in the hope of continuing to feed and grow in size. Human activities such as ley line mining are theorised to be weakening this shielding. If it is compromised too deeply, it could allow anomalies to pierce the veil. Oh, there they are. So what's further around here? Oh, it's literally just a focus band. Have you learnt anything useful? Read as many books as you can, interview everyone you see. Sure, between the acolytes here and some of their books, they will have some useful information contained within that we can use to figure out. Okay, I'll keep looking around. Are you kidding me? So I haven't... Oh. How silly am I? You can actually go past these. There isn't actually anything else though. So I must have missed something. But I don't know what. It's not books here, is there? No. Oh man. The thing is as well, I'm pretty sure we've spoken to everybody that we've come across. Anything I think of is maybe somewhere down here we took a wrong turn. Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't think we've been here. Right, that's a different circuit. Spritzy, very dark. Suppose we'll go time pole. I mean, that could have done more damage. Duskull, fire ghost. Go for mud shackles. What's Litwick now? Light ghost. Let's go magical leaf. Time pole's putting in the work. Yeah, so there's more books here. Some of the Origin Court use time matches travel to other timelines universe to work away in secret to preserve the balance. Some of the Origin Court have remained steadfast over time. Many of them languished and lost their motivation when they split up. They became disillusioned and apathetic, and some tried to work against the others. It seems that nature must always remain in a state of conflict, and even the God's own agents succumb to this. So we were basically just missing all of this. Oh my god, if you come close this Pokemon dies. It needs to seriously stop with that. Like I can't be dealing with these jump scares. Crafting process, no. Twisted spoon. Okay, I think we're gonna have pretty much got all the books. I'm just basically clicking on every book. The Ethereal Guild is only what Angelo's followers refer to themselves as of now. They are organised criminals, and as their criminal empire has grown, he has abstracted unscrupulous individuals that had no prior involvement with or exposure to Origin Cult. The Angelo left the academy sort of vanished for many years. Correct. Then how do you know that the Ethereal Guild is his doing? That these people all follow Angelo? Many of the leaders of the Ethereal Guild are all ex-Origin Cult members. Only when they started emerging onto the scene did we connect the dots that they were all some of Angelo's closest confidants. I suppose so, but come on, what are the chances of that? Oh, I don't know if this will be useful to you at all, but if you need one of the passwords to the headmaster's quarters, it's charisma. Found a nice cozy spot, settle down and read, leave me alone. The teachings of the Origin Cult. Early leadership claimed it was the gods' will to concentrate the power among the clergy and the rest of the congregation ought to follow their masters unquestionably, but this was a source of great contention, resulting in many of the membership attritioning away. As time elapsed and humanity and civilization grew, the Origin cult faded away into irrelevance and forgot their legacies. However, there remains two disparate offshoots of the Origin cult that still persist in the Orion region, the cult of time and the cult of space. The former has built a community in the Indus jungles, and the other in the Cassiopeia desert. Right, that's got to be everything, because we have literally been everywhere. If it's not, then I genuinely don't know. I've burned through so many repels just navigating around this place. Let's follow it all the way. Oh, not that way. Please tell me that's enough. You gotta be kidding me. What else am I missing? Right, I'm gonna have to try and figure this out, so I'll be right back. Aha, so I found a book here. Gods themselves resonate with power. Allegedly, they who control the sigils controls all of space, time and antimatter. They have the power to dominate Arceus and the creation trio. Fortunately, though, no one had ever been able to devise a way to control the sigils. Thus, the Origin cult could rest assured that the sigils' energy would not be possible to harness by any ordinary human. There appears to be a word scratched into one of the inner covers of this book. So, charisma and knowledge. And now we should report back. Oh my god. That, like, it was just one random bookcase. Like, seriously, this has drove me insane. Like, the actual recording itself is now at 2 hours long. I have no idea how long it's going to actually be when it comes to the edited down version, but I don't think it's going to be much shorter. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have learned a fair bit from speaking to the acolytes in the academy and reading some of the books in here. You share with Kara and Artie all that you've learned about Angelo's upbringing in the Origin cult, his adopted mother priestess Sienna, and his eventual excommunication from the cult. You tell Kara and Artie about the brief tomes you read explaining the creation myth, the origin, the first region, and the Great Fracture. You recount what you learned about the Origin cult in particular, and Angelo's upbringing in the Origin cult, his thirst for knowledge, and how he came to be obsessed with the sigils of creation. You conclude by telling Kara and Artie about Angelo's banishment from the academy as well. Now it's suspected that he's the puppet master leader of the Ethereal Guild operating from the shadows. Finally, the last lessons you learned relate to the time matrix, the anomalies, and the ley lines. You also share with Kara and Artie the password to the headmaster's quarters that one of the acolytes told you, and the one you found written down in one of the books you read. Thank God I didn't have to remember it. This is incredible. Good work, Pokedex. So glad these acolytes were useful. This has been a great lead. We now know a lot more about the Angelo Duplessis, from this timeline anyway. Regarding everything this was written down in those books, I'm fascinated this was all written down in the way it was. When I became a Time Warden, we were basically thrust into this duty and we didn't really know what was expected of us. Manaphy and I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to our colleagues before we swiftly escaped our deaths. But never mind that, that's not important right now. This information helps fill in a lot of the gaps in my own personal knowledge. Thank you for bringing me these books. I shall read them in more detail, but these abstracts have certainly helped point me in the right direction of what I must do next. Time Warden Kara, we also have the passwords to the headmaster's quarters now. Do you want to go speak with you? Yeah, we should. Good work on finding these passwords. Wasn't expecting anyone to be able to disturb me during my meditation. Intriguing, I must inquire as to how you determine the passwords to my quarters to disturb me. Sure, the others would have told you that I am not to be disturbed during my meditation. Pardon, Headmaster, but we come to you because we seek information. Information, you say? Information on what, pray tell? This information must be of critical importance that you would disturb an old man's wishes when he explicitly requested to be left in solace, so he could pray and contemplate his actions in front of his gods. It is on this subject itself, Headmaster, that we seek your knowledge. We believe you are the only one that has some of this knowledge because you were the last person to see Angelo Duplessis alive. Haven't heard that name in years. I suppose that's because many of the other acolytes that are still in the academy from when Angelo walked these halls know better than to say that man's name out in front of me. I question why those talkative fools in their infinite wisdom chose to not share that specific piece of information with you. Angelo's dead to me. He was my greatest failure. He changed me. Don't wish to speak about this man to anyone, least of all complete strangers such as yourself. Please, Headmaster, you must tell us what you know about him. We believe that he is a mission that threatens the very integrity of the world. He seeks to find and control the signals of creation. Indeed. I told myself that I would go to the grave before I told anyone of my transgressions. If you want me to tell you what I know, prove to me you are worthy of the knowledge. Alright then. Looks like we're doing this battle. Wish I would have knew. Show me what you got. Oh, you just got a buff. Right, Sound and Dragon. Yeah, that wasn't our best idea, was it? That'll do nicely. Dark Tricks. Fire a lion. Let's go Braction. What? A wisdom vial. Oh crap. That was not a good idea. Suppose we've still got short fuse. This is not an easy battle. Shiny Meditite. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, that gets rid of you. Oh my god, you still got 3 Pokemon left. Dark Poison. Oh, we outspeed, that's good. And then a Chinchou. Light and dark type. Oh, we actually outspeed, that's good. Not outspeed. We take your hits quite well. Honestly, Time Pole has been a lifesaver. And then a Mankey, which is sound and fighting. Suppose we'll just go for Magical Leaf. Ah, that thing's got Moxie. Oh, you have priority. Thank God for short fuse. Man, that was a tough battle. said no. Angelo's a madman, and I'm responsible for creating that madman. I will not let anyone else know what I told him. I will go to the grave before I breathe the word of my sins to another living soul. The shame, the guilt, it's all my fault. Headmaster Angelo, was not your fault. No one in this academy thinks Angelo was your fault. Everyone believes that he was too far gone before he even stepped foot in the academy. You can't keep punishing yourself for actions that were beyond your control. I know this feeling too well. I was compelled to do reprehensible acts while under the control of a government. I know what feeling helpless and not having free will is like. You don't understand. I gave Angelo the information and the tool he needed to realise his despicable vision. I shared this knowledge with him in the interest of advancing each other's intellectual curiosity. I realised too late that he didn't want to improve himself spiritually at all. He wanted to learn how to enslave the gods. And he's mad enough that I believe he is capable of actually following through on hunting down all the sigils so that he can eventually summon the gods and enslave them. Headmaster, if you truly believe that there is some blame that must be laid at your feet for what Angelo has become, then you must help undo this damage. You're the only one that can help us know what Angelo might do next. He hasn't been seen or heard from in years. No one has any leads on him specifically, but we know that his followers are in possession of one of the sigils. They call themselves the Ethereal Guild now, and we need to know how to track down these other sigils before they do. I know Angelo is one of the sigils because I'm the one that led him to it in the first place. After the Great Fracture, we had reason to believe that the sigils would naturally gravitate back to the first region, to the place where they were first conceived by Arceus. I knew one of them, the antimatter, would eventually manifest back in the Temple of Giratina. The origin cult that were in the service of Giratina had long since abandoned this temple, so the sigil would be unguarded. And sure enough, Angelo took a brief leave from the academy to recover it. The madman actually did it. Rather than letting the sigil persist in the place that is linked to its progenitor, he stole it for himself and he wished to use it to assert his will. And that's when I realised that his thought experiments that we frequently debate about were not merely theoretical exercises, but him discussing the merits of his plan. And like a fool, I helped him figure out how to overcome any obstacles he might encounter. And that's when I realised that he needed to be dismissed from the academy. The anti-master sigil, that's the one that I must have temporarily relieved the Ethereal Guild of, but was then stolen back from me in Europa Cave. Headmaster, I have another question. You mentioned that Angelo had explained to you his plan in terms of hypothetical thought experiments to debate. What did he say he would do next? He understood that the sigils were capable of interacting with the ley lines in some way. He was curious to know to what end. The Ethereal Guild had infiltrated the ley line mining operations of the Epoch Corporation north of Loris City. They didn't have the sigil there though. They seemed more concerned with just enriching themselves by siphoning some of the ley line crystallic energy that the Epoch Corporation had mined. However, if the guild have infiltrated the corporation, maybe it's worth getting the corporation on our side. We were to alert them about the fact that their ley line mining operations might be compromised, and the guild henchmen might be masquerading as employees at these mine sites. It might motivate action on their part to curb further theft. Nothing else if Angelo is interested in the interaction of the sigils with the ley lines, and he's the puppet master controlling the guild from the shadows. Any disruption has to slow his efforts somewhat. But how exactly do we do that, Kara? We can't just walk up to the reception of the headquarters and say, "Oh hi, there's some criminals masquerading as employees at your mine sites." We need some proof, we need someone that will vouch for us. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Caitlin, she's the head scientist of the Epoch Corporation. Given her high profile role within the corporation, she must have some influence. She might be able to escalate matters on our behalf. We're going to have to deal with Caitlin again. I share your hesitation, Artie, but she's our best chance right now. The Epoch Corporation's headquarters are in Orion City. Then it's settled. We should go onwards to Orion City, Pokedex. I shall hear you up in case you want to linger here for a bit longer. But if that is all, you wish to return to the entrance of the Telescopium Academy, you can take my teleport to the ground floor. There's a cable car from the foot of Telescopium Academy to Route 5A. Now please leave no man to his meditation. Chapter 3 complete. Chapter 4, the Epoch Corporation. Having read through tomes of the creation myth, time matrix and origin court, you realise that your next step is to try and find out more information about the one known as Angelo Duplessis. With this individual allegedly being the puppet master behind the guild's activities, your next step is to head to Orion City to alert Caitlin about their interference with the Epoch Corporation. Oh man, that was one long kind of scene. So yeah, we're going to end it here. To be fair, it's starting to get very interesting. We're actually getting a little bit of story to what the game's about. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and hope to see you all next time.